psychology can be traced back to the introduction of the American education system in the Philippines. Agustin Alonso was among the first Filipino psychologists to return from his education in America in 1925 to teach at the College of Education in the University of Philippines. Western psychology is taught in schools as universal and scientific despite of being insensitive and appropriate Philippine culture. During the 1960s, early efforts to correct the traditional way of teaching and studying psychology include the translation of foreign materials and the use of Filipino language as mode of instruction. However, these efforts fail to address the problems brought about the colonial psychology, as these efforts were sparse and not collaborated by the psychologists. Filipino psychology, among the advances in Filipinogy and similarly history pantayong pananaw, was led by Virgilio Enriquez, Prospero Covar, and Jules Salazar in the indigenization movement of their respective fields. Enriquez established the Philippine Psychology Research House, now Philippine Psychology Research and Training House. In 1975, the very first National Conference of Filipino Psychology was held by the Pambansang Samahan sa Psikolohiyang Pilipino, marking the formulation of Filipino psychology.
Basic orientation. Filipino psychology is described as largely post-colonial and as a liberation psychology. There are even some had even argued that it is local variant of critical psychology, since it served as an emancipatory social science, since it aims to decolonize academic neocolonialism. Filipino psychology is usually thought of as a branch of Asian psychology. The placement determined primarily on culture. However, there is an ongoing debate on the makeup of Philippine culture, because this will generally determine whether Philippine psychology is to be placed under the realm of either Asian psychology or Eastern psychology. We have four traditions. In 1985, historian Jules A. Salazar identified four traditions upon which Philippine psychology is rooted.
There is also a basic tenet, the core value or kapwa, shared inner self. Kapwa is the core construct of Filipino psychology. It has two categories, ibang tao or outsider and hindi ibang tao or one of us.
Some of the values.
Kaya lagi na ako.
A study of abnormal psychology, there were several mental disorders that can only be found in the Philippines or in other societies who has a Filipino shared culture. Some of these are amok and bangungot.
Here are some organizations of the Philippines. First is the Pambansang Samahan sa Psikolohiyang Pilipino or National Society for Filipino Psychology. Second is the Bukluran sa Psikolohiyang Pilipino or the Union of Filipino Psychology. And the last one is the Tatsulok or the Alyana ng mga mag-aaral sa Psikolohiyang Pilipino or ang Alliance of the Students of Filipino Psychology.
This is Group 5 reporting.